Hopefully you can't see my laundry in the back. You probably can. We're gonna ignore that. Okay, hello you guys. My name is Savannah and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I've been waiting for this day literally since I heard that Magnolia Parks Into the Dark was coming out. So yeah, it is currently February 16th, a few days after Magnolia Parks Into the Dark came out, but I am just now getting to the store to go get it because I did a whole reread of the first 4 books in the series, which is already up on my channel if you want to go watch it. And now that I'm all caught up and my brain is refreshed, I am ready to read Into the Dark. So, like I said, today's February 16th, it's a Friday. I got off work early for President's Day, which is so awesome. So I got ready to go to Barnes & Noble. We're gonna get Into the Dark, obviously, but I also want to pick up Bride by Ali Hazelwood. And I'm also kind of intrigued by Dolly Alderton's new book. And what was the other book I wanted to read? Oh, Butcher and Blackbird. I'm interested in that book as well because people say it's like serial killers who kill serial killers. So it's giving Dexter vibes, and I used to love that show. Long story short, there are several books that I want to go read. So you and me are going to go to Barnes & Noble, buy some very anticipated releases, and then read them together. So yeah, I just feel like this is going to be the best weekend ever. Also, I watched Steph Bora's recent video where she had the best weekend ever because she went into the weekend saying it was going to be the best weekend ever. And that's the energy that I'm trying to channel into this weekend. I already know it's going to be an awesome weekend because it's a long weekend. And there's a new freaking Magnolia Parks book. Gotta get going. I'm really craving a matcha right now, but it's almost 4 p.m. So I feel like there's not gonna be anywhere open for me to get a matcha, except for maybe the little Barnes Cafe. Except I don't know how good that matcha is. If you guys wanna see my book shopping outfit, my new sweatshirt that I just got from Aritzia, I actually pre-ordered this a really long time ago, but it just came in the mail because it was on back order. But it is literally perfect. I love Aritzia sweatshirts. I don't love the price, but they always fit so well. They just have that perfect sweatshirt fit. And I got a large, so it'd be a little bit oversized on me, but I know their sweatshirts do shrink in the wash. At least they do when I wash them because I have to dry everything in the dryer that I wash. Oh, outfit of the day. Can you see me? Got my Aritzia sweatshirt, my favorite Goldie jeans, and my Sambas. And wait right there. Don't go anywhere. Keeping the navy vibes going with my Anthropologie bag. But anyways, I'm stalling. Let's go to Barnes. Hello you guys. I've come to the Barnes & Noble. It's a little bit further from me. It's not even that far from me. It's 15 minutes away instead of being less than 10 minutes away. But I've come here because online it said that they have Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. So fingers crossed they actually do. But yeah, I also thought of a place that has matcha here that I totally forgot about, and I think they're still open. So I am still gonna try and get a matcha first. Let's go. Hello from the next day. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of Barnes & Noble haul of what I bought yesterday, and then we're gonna cut back to me starting Into the Dark last night. I just didn't want to film the haul last night because the lighting was really bad because the sun had gone down. So now that we have lighting, we're gonna do the haul, and then we'll go back to me starting the book. I obviously got Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings. I've started reading and annotating and tabbing it. I've been putting in tabs for every time she mentions a place or a restaurant in London so that when I go back there next, I can go to the places. About 200 pages in, and I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the day reading this. It's so good and so gut-wrenching so far. And as you guys saw, I got Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which I'm super excited to read. I think I'm gonna read it next after I finish Into the Dark. And then I went to another Barnes & Noble because I only got half of the books that I wanted at the first Barnes & Noble. But lucky for me, at the second Barnes & Noble, they had Butcher and Blackbird, and they also had a whole display with Dolly Alderton's new book, Good Material. I love how fun and colorful this cover is. But yeah, then the last thing that I got at the second Barnes & Noble is something that I didn't necessarily need, but I really wanted. I got another one of these notebooks because I have my reading journal, but then my journal for everything else, I really don't like the pages on it. Every time I write, my pen smudges. So I got another one of the journals that's the same brand as my reading journal. It's this brand. because I know that I like the pages on this brand. So I'm super excited to start using this. I also love the color. Like, this is one of my favorite colors. Cut back to me starting Into the Dark last night. I feel like this is a very strange angle. Whatever. I'm reading away through Into the Dark, and I've come up with a little tabbing system that I've been using. My green tabs are places in London that I want to like be able to reference the next time I'm in London. And then the like cream tabs are just like sweet loving moments between BJ and Magnolia. I would do tabs for like heart-wrenching moments, but then there'd be a tab on every single page. So we're not doing that. Obviously, there's not going to be spoilers for this book. So all I'm going to say is that so far, my heart is breaking for Magnolia. And I keep seeing like clips of other people reading this book on TikTok and stuff, and I've been scrolling past so fast because I don't want anything spoiled for myself. But in every single clip, people are like bawling their eyes out. So I'm so scared. I'm so scared of what this book is going to make me feel. I want to get to like halfway, and then maybe I'll be able to finish the book tomorrow. Because I'm just like dying to know what happened. I have like FOMO because all these people know what happened and I don't yet, which is stupid. But oh my gosh, also I've been looking at the Magnolia Parks Closet Instagram, and her outfits are slaying in this book, I will say. This is the other thing I was gonna say, is in this book, BJ, you start seeing BJ calling Magnolia Parksy, and I think it's so cute. I think that's such a sweet nickname. But yeah, BJ just called her Parksy. That's what made me think of that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've been sat here reading for so long. It's almost 2:30 in the morning, and somehow I'm only halfway through the book. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my pen. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this book is really long. I think this is definitely the longest book in the series so far. It's over 700 pages, which is quite long. Also, does anyone else read these books in an English accent in their head? Because I do. And sometimes I notice that I'm doing it, but I like can't stop. Anyways, it's way past my bedtime. I'm shockingly not that tired, so I might just keep reading until I get sleepy. Because I can sleep in tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sunday. So yeah, I just wanted to update you that I'm so engrossed in this book that I've accidentally stayed up really late, or at least really late for me. I feel like 2:30 is pretty late for most people. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna keep reading. I just read a bonkers chapter, and there's a character that I really want to punch in the face. Hello you guys, it's officially now been a full week since I started Into the Dark, and as you saw, last night I finished the book. I really took my time reading this one because I just didn't want it to end because it was the last story obviously told from Magnolia and BJ's point of view. Those books are just so special to me, I just didn't want it to end. I was thinking I would maybe get to reading some of my other new releases in this video, but I just didn't end up having time because, as I keep saying, it took a while to read this book. I did, however, start listening to Good Material on Good Material on Spotify because they have the audiobook on Spotify. And obviously I love listening to audiobooks that are read with somebody with a British accent. That makes it 10 times more enjoyable. So yeah, I'm probably like 60 pages into this now. When I first started listening to it, I wasn't really into it. It's kind of getting my attention more as I'm getting deeper into the story, but it's just kind of like a bummer of a book, because it's following this guy, Andy, whose girlfriend, Jen, just broke up with him. And it's about how he's kind of like processing and getting through the breakup. And he didn't want this breakup, so obviously he's upset about it. And it's kind of just like a big bummer, obviously. But I really like the way Dolly Alderton writes. I think she's very funny and very witty. So I'm enjoying those aspects of it. But just not obsessed with it right now. Back to Into the Dark. As you can see behind me, my Magnolia Parks shrine is now complete. This came in the mail yesterday, and I was so excited because, come on, is that not the most beautiful cover you have ever seen? I literally spent so long staring at it yesterday, just looking at all the little details. I'm obsessed, and it has its own little special moment up here. But this is the book that I actually read because this is the one that I was able to get in store. I had to order the UK cover from Waterstones, and that took like a whole week to arrive, and I obviously needed to get to reading it, so I got the US cover and read this one and added all my tabs. It looks so cute. And yeah, as expected, this was a 5-star read. I think it was the perfect conclusion to Magnolia and BJ's story. I laughed, I cried, felt everything on the whole spectrum of emotions. So sad to be done with Magnolia and BJ's story, but also happy at the same time because I feel like they got a really good conclusion and really good resolution, and it was overall just like a really good book. But now I hopefully will not be entering into a book slump. Luckily, I have a lot of other really good new books to read, so fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching this video, for coming book shopping with me and coming along for kind of like a week of reading in my life as I read Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye!